Howdy, folks. High value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn that like and let me earn that comment. If you don't know who I am, I'm going to be graduating as a dentist in just a couple months. On this channel, I like to talk about money, career, dating, relationships, things of that nature. My own personal perspective on things. This video I'm going to call Red Pill, Take the Mormon Pill instead. In the Manosphere and the men's going their own way movement, red pill movement on the internet, there's a lot of these different pills people talk about. In the last video, I talked about the Christ pill, which I think is the best pill. I'm going to do a little bit of jabbering today. I'm going to talk about the Mormon pill, and I think I'm the first one on the internet to come up with this pill. Strap in, folks. So you've got the red pill, essentially where you think, well, there's no way I can find a good woman, so I'm going to just take the red pill and think, oh, women, modern women, they're impossible. I'll get destroyed in divorce court. All of them are feminists. None of them will respect me. None of them will submit to me. That's the red pill. The black pill, let me know in the comments below, but this is what I think it is. The black pill is where you take the red pill, but also it comes with a doomer mindset. You think all hope is lost, and you maybe delve into and slip into a little bit of depression. Black pill. The blue pill is where you you don't want to know the truth. You actually just want to live in a bunch of lies, even if it's comfortable. Red pill, you accept the truth no matter how hard it is. Sorry for that stutter. Blue pill, you take it, you want to live in the lies that are comfortable. Blue pill. Purple pill, I've heard, is a mixture of the two, and I think there's a whole spectrum in this extended universe of pills and whatever. Here's the Mormon pill. I talked about the Christ pill, how you're looking for redemption through Jesus Christ, all that. Mormon pill. The Mormon pill you take simultaneously with a one-way ticket to Provo, Utah. You take the Mormon pill, you're all out of options. You don't want to go quite down the men's going their own way path. You show up in Utah and you try to find a Mormon girl to date and to marry. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as the Mormons, please excuse my use of Mormon. I know some of you don't like that. They are very, very focused on someone or on getting people married, right? And the reasons for that are as follows. They believe that in the afterlife that you will be married for all time and eternity. I don't know what that dinging is. Oh, it's a car pulling out. They believe that you'll be married for all time and eternity, sealed together. You're essentially married in a temple on earth, and you're doing this as part of one of the sacraments of the ordinances the church wants you to take. Because in their beliefs, they believe that you'll go to the highest kingdom, the celestial kingdom, and essentially you'll work on yourself the most. And I'm not a Mormon. I don't necessarily endorse this path, but it is a path. So you go to Utah, and essentially you're going to have to convert all the way to Mormonism. You might be able to find someone that is open to a mixed faith marriage. Probably not. You're going to have to show up and you're going to have to state your belief in Mormonism. You'll have to first meet with missionaries and talk with them and go through a bunch of lessons. You have to read through the Book of Mormon. Then you'll have to meet with a bishop and state your motivations and state your faith. You'll have to say that you believe in Joseph Smith, that he is a prophet of God. You have to believe that there's a modern day prophet. His name is Thomas S. Monson, I believe. No. Oh my gosh, I forgot. He's a cardiothoracic surgeon. It escapes me. You have to correct me in the comments below. You have to do all these things and then you'll be a convert. And hey, I'm not going to lie that because this system is set up in this way, All of these people are looking for marriage by the time they're 20, 21, 22. So this is a perfect system for you if you are hell-bent on getting married, okay? And there's other religions that offer that put a emphasis on marriage, okay? And I'm part of the Protestant Christianity branch of things, and but I'm gonna switch gears and talk about that a little bit and talk about my experience, and I'll probably make a whole separate video about that. But I'm just being real that the emphasis on marriage was not impressed upon me near as much, not near as much. Going up through church and stuff. I remember maybe when I was 13, 14, I was told to date for marriage, but then that's pretty much where it ended. Nobody ever talked about that much anymore, and everybody sort of went their own way. And um, there's a school like Liberty University, which is a Protestant evangelical type school, and most people meet their future spouse at college, and that's sort of the equivalent to Brigham Young University, right? But for the Protestant Christians. But still, within my culture, within my religious upbringing, it is more and more common for people to just stay single, right? To just put it off, to go find themselves, to maybe go and be a church camp leader for years and years on end, and searching for something. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of weird. I met my fiance through a dating app. I didn't meet her through church. I didn't meet her through a Sunday school, which I thought I was going to meet my future fiance and wife through that means, but it didn't happen, which I think is kind of weird, but it's a blessing. It's a blessing I found her. That's not what would happen in the Mormon church at all. You would meet them in your ward. They call them wards. Those people are faithful, man. They're serious about their religion. Everybody that shows up is pretty much going to be in it and dedicated to it. That's not how the evangelical Christianity is. You show up to a young adults group, and it's just not the same, man. There's people of all stripes. There's people that are maybe brand new to it, which is fine. People have to find their way. But you show up, and you have to sort of figure out who's who's the most dedicated. And there's typically only going to be one or two girls that are actually pretty serious about it. And but sometimes they're going to be all into, oh, well, I want to go be a missionary, right? So they've got it in their head they want to go be a missionary, and it's like, well, I mean, that's not really conducive to finding a husband, now is it? I believe that people should be called to be missionaries and do that. Uh, I don't really know how all that works, right? But also, I think most people need to be married because they can't not lust, or they can't prevent those perverse feelings that they have. They need a marriage. They need a husband and a wife, right? So the super dedicated ones will, in the evangelical young adults groups, will probably want to be a missionary, or just want to be a work for the church and work on themselves only, or work on the relationship with God. That's how they'll put it, which is fine. But I think people are going hyper spiritual, and they're they're forgetting that God can work on you, and bring you a relationship, and maybe that would be a blessing in your life. Hey, but the Mormon church people aren't distracted, okay? They are laser focused. They want to find their husband, they want to find their wife. They want to have a family, okay? There's something to be said about that. And I highly, highly respect that. It's an option for people to go and pursue, because I don't really know of a whole lot. I mean, the Catholics, I'm not a Catholic. I've attended Mass 2 or 3 times in my life, but I feel like there's a lot of Catholics that aren't that serious about their faith, just like maybe the evangelicals are. Muslims, I'm not familiar with that. I don't endorse you to go and become a Muslim. I don't believe that it's the true religion. You know, I don't believe Mormonism is the true religion. However, I think it's maybe a little bit more. on point than Islam is. You know, I'm sitting here trying to think. I don't know jack about Buddhism, but I honestly think that Mormonism is the main religion that somebody would look to if they were going to build a family, get married, and build a family. It's almost like everything is mapped out for you in the religion as you go up, as you grow up. You know, you start out going to Sunday school, then you get older, you have a youth group, and then you go off to Brigham Young University or a distinct, LDS college, and you meet someone, or you go on a mission. You go serve 2 years as a young man, and you come back a stud. You come back speaking Spanish or another language. I have a friend that speaks Swedish. That's pretty sick, right? You come back and you're a stud, man. Maybe you're tanned up. You were in South America. You speak Spanish. The girls all want you, and they snatch you up. And that's it, man. You know, they I'm sure they focus. They probably want to find a family that's well off, has money, but they snatch you up, and that's it. And who can blame someone from maybe looking at Mormonism? It's just something to think about. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. This is the Mormon Pill, and this is not a religious channel. It's a lifestyle channel. So I guess I can talk about things such as religion, but for some reason, I really like talking about Mormonism. And if you saw my Christ Pill video, I really like talking about Christianity and things like that because I think it's actually one of the few things that really matters. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I earned your subscription. I hope I earned that like, and I hope I earned your comment. Until next time.